My name is Rana, and my sister and only sibling, brother-in-law, 2 nieces and nephew were killed by a drunk driver. So Rima and I were only 11 months apart. She came into the world a month shy of my first birthday. We just kind of went through life filling in the gaps for one another. She, from a very young age, when we were kids, wanted to be a doctor. I think she was a natural born healer, an advocate for her patients, and an advocate for really everybody in our family. There's only one thing Rima was better at, and it was being a mother. Issam was one of the most passionate people I knew. We shared a very similar personality that would sometimes have us go head to head on issues, like very fiery. It's why he was such a great litigator. They were the best kids ever. And I don't just say that because I was their auntie. It's because they had qualities that I had never seen in kids before. AJ was completely selfless. You rarely heard a 13-year-old 8th grade boy talk about how if he could have any wish, it would be for everyone in the world to have access to clean water. When I describe Izzy, she had a heart of gold, was very kind, couldn't handle or stomach knowing that she had hurt somebody's feelings unintentionally. Giselle was this little tiny just ball of fire, full of energy, full of joy, always like she could walk into a room. She was like sunshine, pure sunshine. And so Rima and Issam had been planning for some time to take the kids to Florida on their winter break. And they initially were planning to fly, which made more sense, especially in the winter. My grandmother, who was like a second mother to Rima and I, fell ill shortly before the holidays. And when my grandmother passed away, the following week, Issam surprised Rima and the kids. We're gonna drive tomorrow. Everybody pack your bags and we're gonna go. And the kids were of course ecstatic, and they left. They got on the road and they left. That Sunday morning, I had woken up and I had assumed they were home already. And around 10:15 that morning, the last message I sent her was, "Did you make it home safe?" And she didn't respond. Grabbed my keys, got in the car in my pajamas, because my thought process was, I'm just gonna circle around the block, make sure their car is in the driveway, and come back. And I remember turning onto their street, assuming I would see the SUV in the driveway, and I immediately knew something was wrong. So I called her cell and it went to voicemail. And then I called Issam's cell and started to panic, and his cell went to voicemail, and was like, what is happening? And I called AJ's cell, and a woman picked up, and I just started screaming, and the phone cut off. And I get a call back on my cell from a Kentucky number, and it was the deputy coroner, and in my sister's house, all alone, is how I found out, and I had to notify everybody. We know for a fact there are currently well over 100 technologies already available that can detect drunk or impaired driving. The HALT Act simply calls for a federal mandate that any vehicles produced after a specific time have this safety technology, whatever it may be, from whatever is available, be in vehicles, be standard in all vehicles. As someone who's lost nearly my entire family It is very difficult for me to reconcile the fact that there is technology available that can save lives, that could have saved the life of my family, and we still are not able to mandate the use of this technology in vehicles. Every moment that goes by that we need to consider this is another life or lives that we lose due to drunk or impaired driving.